Hey everyone, welcome back here to my channel where it's basically just my live channel. I know that intro need a little bit of work, but it seems like you can hear me, so that's a good start, and see me probably also. I will just mention, I tried to set this up a few days ago. I haven't tried where I actually streamed, but otherwise, I think everything works. So I'm just gonna take you through it fast. We are gonna go in and build my Speedbuild for this Saturday, of course, but I just want to show you so you have an idea of what the fuck I'm doing. I have my screen one, which is here. As you can see here to my right, I have my YouTube going on, and to my left, I have this streaming OBS going on. Fairly simple this far. However, I do need to use this screen for the playing the game thing, so I won't be able to see these things while I'm streaming because my second screen is over here. That's not my second screen. Where my second screen? Oh, that's there. I did something wrong here. That's the wrong screen. There it was. This is my yeah, and as you can see over on my second screen here, I need to have the OBS that runs my recording of the Speedbuild. So for now, I use that as a virtual camera, as which I put over here, and this one. So here you can see we get a clean cut of what it records over on my second screen. However, in the bottom, I know the boxes don't line up, and we just have to live with it. I hope it's fine. As I can see here, the camera is working. The mic is on. Planet Zoo is running, and you should also have the audio. I do not record with audio when I make a Speedbuild because I know I'm not gonna use the audio, basically. But here I just added it, and if it's too loud or too low or anything like that, just tell me. I did, however, here on my second screen, which I'm not sure you can see here, I have the chat, so I can actually see if the chat does anything. So if there's anything, music too high, my voice too high, well, my voice is high, I'm just gonna move the mic a little bit away. That wasn't enough, it seems like. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. So hopefully I won't scream at you too much, but if there's issue with the sound, please tell me. Again, I do also on my phone down here have what you can see, but it's delayed, so if there's any issues there, it takes a little minute before I actually can get it fixed, and also I don't look at my phone all the time. Anyway, I think we are ready. So we are of course going for my sandbox backyard zoo, and I did choose to start with a design that was a little easy for me. Again, when I have these themed area, a lot of them will look kind of alike, but not too much alike. And since I did the saltwater crocodile the other day, that video goes up tomorrow on my main channel. But wow, this takes a while to load. Anyway, so I will build in a design I have built before, so I don't have to think too much about it. Also because I have no idea how many people want to watch this video, this live stream. I have no idea how many people want to ask questions, and of course, please do. If there's anything you want to know while I'm building, please ask, and I will try to answer as good or as well as I can. But you're also gonna get a little peek at, yeah, okay, you're gonna get a peek of this, which of course are the habitat that will go up tomorrow. It's the saltwater crocodile, but I want to talk with you about my plans here. zoomed out. Normally when I make my speed build, you only see the build, but here it's really this area we are building for currently. I have a plan also that we will have some African animals over here, around here, and then a few Asian over here at a point. Especially when I make aquarium habitats, I have tendency to make them very much the same. I don't want that. So therefore, while I build in an area, I take a break to build in another area, something completely different, to go back. I have figured out that's the best possible way for me. Actually, I'm just gonna move this one over, I think. So now I can see the live OBS instead of the other. I think that may be a little bit better. I'm not sure, but I think so. I just get confused because I know I'm on the screen and I couldn't see myself on the stream. So now I can see what you can see, roughly. Yeah. I have a few ideas here. I know I want it here, first of all. It is a... crocodilians. Oh, if you don't know what I'm building for today, maybe I should show you. I did read a little bit about it the other day, and it's screen A. It should be screen A. Screen A. Wait. Oh, now I know what's wrong. I'm gonna fix that later this evening or tomorrow. I have it here. It's because I accidentally called two of the screens the same thing. But we are gonna build for the Tomistoma. I made you look at the mud video thingy that went up yesterday. Also known as the false gharial, but the reason why I want to build it next to the saltwater crocodile is that it is from these small islands out here, and it lives, of course, in lakes, rivers, bog, wetlands, marsh, freshwater, riparian, and swamps, which the saltwater crocodile also do. I know the forest and rainforest also are here, but also the ocean around here is also roughly where the saltwater crocodile lives. Looking at a map, I don't think... Yeah, that didn't help a lot. But the saltwater crocodile also live around mainland Australia and... what's it called? New Zealand, Tasmania, and the islands down here, and all the way up and around a part of the southeast of Asia, and then in the Indo-Pacific oceans. Oh, shit. Did I just do what I think I did? Damn it. Okay, I'm not sure how I'm still alive, though. I'm not sure how the fuck I'm still alive, but... okay, that works for some reason. That's kind of weird. But yeah, now you have a kind of a idea about what it is. Oh, I need some light in here. I'm just gonna give myself some light. Again, this live stream will not be as structured or planned out as the speed builds will. Of course, I haven't done the research for the voiceover yet at all. I just read what I just showed you, and that helped a little bit. And besides that, I just... yeah, there's a lot. I feel my screen is dark, but I'm not sure why. Okay, what I think is, at a point, this will of course continue if you imagine that the barrier fits with this. But I wanted to go a step up at some point, and I'm not sure why, because while doing so, I can make another. Damn it. Road underneath here. And this is not gonna be the angle at all. And then I think I'm gonna do kind of like this. Okay, I'm gonna cheat a little bit here. Up, down, and directing. And continue like this. But then I also wanted to, and again, this is not gonna look too great, but I want this to be exactly on top of the other. Down there. So the barrier will go around, and then we will open up the wood over here. So you can see from down there. But even more important, I want to make a staircase down here. And continue out here to a underwater tunnel. That's the idea I have. But I have no idea where I want it. I haven't decided that yet. I want it to be somewhere. I'm not sure it should be here with the giant crocodilians. It would be very fun to see like other seals and so on. I feel like they're more active underwater, so it makes more sense to see them underwater in a way. And then I have the idea of trying somehow, I have no idea how, to build a underwater, not necessarily a restaurant, but a underwater eating something area. So that's my idea for now. Again, this isn't the complete layout. I also haven't decided how far I wanted to go out or anything like that. But now you have the idea. And this is just something that sprang in my head like late last night. Basically, a lot of the buildings I do, or the builds I do, are very much just what my brain wants me to do. The thing is, this is too, you can see here, too short to do it. I need to go up before I can do it. So I thought maybe already do that around here. I wanted to get just a little bit away from the main road here. So that's why I want to do this angle. But I thought that we could make a waterfall here with the Sorry, this crocodile that isn't a crocodile. Make a waterfall in here that is about like 1 or 2 meters. So it would make sense to go up here. What I'm not sure about is if we need to go 4 meters up or if 2 meters would be enough. I actually want to know that. No, it doesn't seem to be enough. You need to do it 4 meters. But we could do like 2 meters and 2 meters. So if we took 2 meters like all the way over here, like so, give it a little nice bend there. That wouldn't be as tough for instance, people who have trouble walking. And then again here. And then in the habitat over here. However, one thing I haven't checked is whether how big the habitat should be. I haven't checked that. Maybe I should. Yeah, here. So we'll have one of each, of course. Going down here, we can see we can have up to 4 babies every second year, and we get babies for 20 years. So every second year, that's 10 years. 10 times 4, it's 40 babies. 40 and 2 adults. So this is the maximum space we will need. And we need to remember that even though we make it big enough, it doesn't mean that when we add stone, plants, and so on, we will take up some space. Realistically, we will only need this. But it doesn't mean that we should only go for that. Again, they got between 1 and 4, so the average would be 2 or 3. So just to compare, this habitat over here, you have 400 land area and 700 of water. So we need it to be bigger than that. I feel like if we want, no matter what, I want this to go more outwards, again, to create a little openness here. Especially if you have like a wall here and you have like already this habitat here, you can feel like it's a little close. I'm not sure though I want this big of an angle. Maybe just like this will be better. It seems so. However, I do feel like over here we need to make a chance to the fence to make it go outward. But I think I will make some terraforming first. And I really can't do that first, honestly. Because I need to have an angle on the habitat. So, these pieces are made with the bend. Everything here have a bend. I think around here is where it starts bending the wrong way. So I'm just gonna remove angle snap. I wanted to have the same bend all the way around. That's why I go down and use this exact piece again and again. So I do... Oh, god damn it! Just gonna do that one again. Yeah, I know Control C is undo, but do we have a redo button? Would love if we have. Okay, normally I do not do this. I just, yeah, hit the wrong button. It's honestly, ever since fall when I broke my old keyboard, because I normally have one of those that are angled so I can sit more wide with my hands. This one is completely square and I sit like this. So it's kind of breaking how I normally would use my hands. That wasn't intended either to happen. Okay, apparently, guys, I am too goddamn stupid to do this live. I'm not sure I want all of this way out here, but now I at least have something to work out of. Like so. And then I also want over here, of course. Here I take a smaller piece, you can see, to try to get in here and make the angle as close as possible. Honestly, yeah, we need to do that in smaller pieces. Yeah, that was already too much. It should only be the one. Yeah, that wasn't the perfect way to do this. What if I do like... This is better, and then I go back out and change this angle a little bit instead. Yes, that worked. Now, of course, I could do this before I did this. That would probably be better. So I actually would get the angle I want. So I think I'm gonna do this. Oh, I also forgot to go over here and press start recording. And it works. Yay. I was so afraid that it would accidentally... what's the word? That it would accidentally just roll me off YouTube or something like that. Because when you try to open OBS twice, it will actually tell you that it's a bad idea. This piece is pretty much too big for this angle I want here. Like, I want another bend on it, but I can just get this piece in, and then I will decide where the angle is going to be, and I'm just gonna X, so I can do like this. Something like that. And then I can Control X to copy it over once again. There. Now, the trickiness here is that I need this to be higher. I think all of this, along with this, I will move up together. Kind of like this, I think. Then I go in here. Not what I want. There. And create this movement, which is easier to do before you do the glass. But again, no matter which thing you do last, it will become the most difficult part. So over here, I'm also just gonna and these small alterations are so much easier to do by hand, but it will also be a little bit affected by it. Okay, so next step is that I want to see how much space I have left around here and make sure that it's a bendy thing. Here, I place where I want this end, and then I'm gonna hold set in so I can angle it. I could make this piece taller so it sticks up like it does over here, but I don't want to do that now. I may want to do that later. Yeah, this won't work. So I need to go in here and move this piece instead. And then I can do it. Then I should be able to do it. No, it wants to be out there. Okay. The guest would not notice, I think. Because it's all the way back here, and I don't plan to let any guest back here. And I probably don't need to do all of this right now, but I just wanted to be done. And by placing it too far, actually, I can see where it hits. Then I'm gonna change this to straight. And then just play with the idea that if I place it here, and where is the... I think it's around here. Again, I can move this again if needed. Then it was there. And I place down a door over here. Then I can click the door and see how big is it. Okay, we have 972 square feet. Oh, sorry, square meters. Going in here again. It is enough for 2 adults, but if we just say 20 babies, we do not have enough. Again, we haven't put water in here, so the water will of course cover the land, so that will become an issue. A easy way to make a small change here could be to go in and play with this angle. So I'm gonna just nuzzle it a little bit around. Not a lot. But by changing this angle a tiny bit, I will actually change this angle a lot more. So I'm gonna do it again. This time over here. Move it a little bit around. And there. We can do it again. I will, though, probably have the keepers go this way around instead of down here. And that's honestly okay. And now we have this instead. Next thing we can do to expand it even more is to get the idea over here. And if I want to, if I say I want the thingy to start with the next habitat, so I want an angle to go out here. So this habitat here and the next habitat going this way. Then I will have to think in that angle. And I do that. I play again, going in here and adding these. I still want them to be like wobbly. So this piece I will bend this same way here. Kind of reline it up to the path. And then the next piece I'm just gonna turn around. I know rarely anything in a zoo will be trying to find the word, and rarely anything in a zoo will be natural, but I think like these kind of bendy movements and placements of path make it look more natural than it would if we then when everything is straight. Like my first couple of zoos, everything was built as a grid item, Wasn't the perfect way to do so. But it was. And honestly, I'm so glad that I built in other ways now. There, and then I want to bend this a little bit around. I wanted to give it a curve, but I still want it to be a harder angle, so you actually feel like the paths are cutting in. So I think I want to do this. And then I want to do like the cut in like this. That wasn't perfect. Yeah, I think that looks good. So the angle will be here instead. So now what we want to do is to realign all of the barrier. So this one I don't need. This one I don't need. And this one I don't need. And it's simple because it's easier to place new than it will be to... I want it to be bendy. There. Always easier to place new barrier, especially with this system, than it is to replace every single piece of barrier. There. Yes, these speed builds aren't that speedy when you're actually building them. There. And then the barrier will go like this. And where did the end go? There. So I want the path on this side first, like I did before. And I'm placing it a little too close because the next one will be this way. And then I place this a little too outwards because when you place the next one, it will re-angle. That was not enough. So we're gonna do this. So you kind of need to look at the middle of where you place it more so then. And I forgot to make the extra bend, right? We have one bend there. Yeah, I needed another bend. So I will place it around here because I don't want the bend to be right here. Or do I? No, I don't think I want that. Let's just change the length again. Every time you go out of path, you need to go back in to give it the same lengths when you go up and down. That always default to 4 meters. See here, when I once build this in, I get too close, so I need to go one back, pull this farther out than I wanted, and then I can do it again. Like so. And then we imagine that the path underneath will go here like next to this. That will be... I think it will work good. Well, blah, blah. I think it will work great. Again, here, jumping over here, I need to tell it again. I want this to be a bendy thing. I want it to bend a little more that way. Sometimes I find it very frustrating that Planet Zoo don't just remember what you just did a second ago. But sometimes when you have done a lot of things in between you going back to something, you would have forgot that you changed the settings. And then it's actually great that they... Okay, this one I need to trick a little bit because I needed to go out here. And as you can see, I cannot straighten it down here. So I need the next one here to be straight, which is an issue because when you turn this around, it conflicts with that. So instead, first of all, I need here This is just a easier way to get the same. Ooh, we need to move you a little in here. There. Just to get the same height. I want the exact same height on everything here. So I gotta put this around here. And then I can go in there and remove these two helping things. So now I have the angle I want in there. And then I can pull from here. And pull it in here to the angle I actually want. You can see none of these are great for me. But I gonna just pick this one. I can change it a little bit here, but this will be covered in stone, I'm pretty sure. So now we have a general shape. So we go back in here and figure out how much do we have now. We have 1,500 square meters. Again, fine with this. If we just have 20 babies, it will be an issue. If we have 10 babies, it's more than enough. So I actually don't want to build it bigger because then my guests won't be able to see the animals. And now I forgot that I should have done this before. Issue doing it now is now these are not touching the ground. Oh, I just turned this up to 100%. I will make my thingy here bigger in a minute, but because I'm doing this in here, the corner doesn't matter. We're gonna cover that with stone. But we can just give it a little. When it comes to the middle, I will normally use a bigger one of these. I also, as you can see, go a little too far, and that's because when I fill this habitat with water, it will become an issue if I want to change it in the next one. So now I can make it a little bigger and just get rid of all of this. Like so. Okay. I think I actually want something here in the middle. And the thing is, this equals water in this end. But I want two kind of mini waterfalls, one being here. So I need 2 extra meters here. Which will be... Wait a minute. This should be 4 meters high. 4 meters equals, I think, 2 of these thingies. So by putting it up here and try to give me 1 square. I think something like there. And then again, 1 square over here. And if it doesn't fit perfectly, that is still okay because we can go in and change some things afterwards. But if I want this to be so high, you can see here the glass is not gonna be big, high enough. And that doesn't really matter too much right here. I don't want you to be there. Okay. So if I want to take the glass from here, not what I asked for, the glass from there, because we have the bend there, around here, and just kind of, I want the other bend to be here, I guess. Then I can see this one is, okay, this is 5'7". And I want at least another meter, at least. So we're gonna go to 6'7". there. Then I have the middle part. If I'm gonna... As soon as I do this, it will actually take this one, so this one will level out. I'm gonna go from here to there. And say I'm gonna lift this 0.5 meter. This is 5'6". So it should go to 6'10". If I can get it. There. Yeah, it did. And then I'm gonna take maybe here, I don't know. Maybe just this one. And yeah, here you can see it becomes an issue. So instead I'm gonna do this. So now you can see it marked these. And I can leave it that meter. Which I remember what was. So I'm just gonna angle it kind of in the middle here. Yeah. Next issue is that these do not touch this ground, which I think will become an issue, but I can figure it out very, very easy. Hey, not an issue. Okay. But if I want the water over here, you can see we're gonna run into the issue. So I'm gonna go from here. Not what I wanted. There. And I want it to be straight. And I'm just gonna say I want it in what direction? Where did I put it there? So I'm gonna angle it up like this. And here it doesn't really matter, to be honest. Just like this. And as far as you haven't connected these, if you connect these, the game thinks it is a secondary habitat, but because they are not connected, not an issue. Here you can see we have issues with the water level. How much can I cannot. But what about now? It will let me do this. And it's probably because there's some kind of hole in here. Yeah, there is. Which is very, very easy to fix. That should do it, but I'm just gonna play it safe here. Boom, and we can do that. Okay, next level is that I want it here. Actually, I want to fix these while I remember. So basically, I just want these to be water leveled. So they are as difficult to find as possible. This is not something you would do in a zoo. It's just something to make the game works the way you want it to. And I already did something stupid here. Because you can see these do not level. So either I can cover them with stones or I can pull them outwards when it comes to it. But I think I'm just gonna cover them with stone to make sure that I don't touch anything. So now that water level over here, everything over there is saved. I'm not gonna touch that anymore, and it's something you just need to be aware of when you want to play games in this specific way. So we are going to... This one we are going to here, I think. No, there. Where is the uneven one? The uneven is there, yeah. And that didn't want to go through. So I'm just gonna wiggle it. So it will. And as you can see here, we have an issue because it wants to place up here, which I do not want it to. So I'm gonna pick over here in the corner. It's called flat top and editable button. Here you can see it placed down. It wasn't an issue before because over here there was already land down there, but over here it is an issue. Then we just do the same thing over here and try to make it roughly line up. I'm not sure that was good enough, but we're gonna try. Here, yeah, you can see here the issue is basically that the water gets up there, but the water up here is isolated and the water here is isolated. So next step is simply to go in with the terrain tool, make it a little smaller, and I just need it to get out enough so we can do this. Here I just want to soften this part, soften the surroundings. I'm probably just gonna add stones either way out there, but just to make it feel more cohesive. And we get this and this. And then for the last piece over here, we are simply just adding water. And this ensures that from now on, the rest of the habitats we can build without it looking weird in this height. I'm just gonna go over here, just checking. Yeah, I like to once in a while just check the sound is still working and such, which it seems to be. Oh, we also need to have the water in here. Next issue is that we first of all need to find some animals, and we also need to build a house and make all this work. The thing is, from now on, every time I want to change something here, I need to change this because, yeah, things. Every time I need to change this, I need to change this, therefore need to change this, therefore need to change this, therefore need to change this. It's kind of a slope. So a good planner would have figured this out at the beginning. I'm not that. But what I am is that I am going to get the animals in here, I think. I like to get the animals in early. I actually forgot. Sometimes I put them in quarantine before. Sometimes I do this after. So I actually gonna go over here to OBS and I gonna stop the recording. You can still see it because I still have the virtual camera. It's just because then I don't need to cut it out later. Let's see here, and I'm just taking both the best breeding wise. That's the thing I'm most concerned about, because I don't want to sit and wait for 8 hours until I have some babies to show you guys in the cinematics. So, and I said I was gonna show you it all, and yeah, it's stupid to place a currency area where you need to go in the building every time, but that's what I do. In the meanwhile, I would just normally go back and check every habitat. Do I have the animals in there that I want? This one is, of course, saltwater crocodiles. We have 2 grown adults. Platypus, we do not have a male platypus, so we need that. This one. Then we need to go back here to the koalas, and that's, of course, is both the Victorian and the Queenslands. The Queensland koala is is lacking a female. There, and then we're gonna go for the... Oh, we don't have any Victorian koalas left, so we just gonna take a little bundle of them. There, and a female more. Yeah, that doesn't really matter between them. Next habitat over here, we have the doll, which I'm just gonna find the door. There we have 3 males and 2 females. So we're gonna add some in here. Not too many, but just 2 of each or something there. Here we have the emu, which we have 7 adults, but 4 of them are babies, so I probably want some more females, I think. Yeah, I said you were gonna see everything I do while I make the Speedbuild here today. And you're gonna see red kangaroo. We have 5 adult, that's 1 male, and 4 females. That's fine. It's a kind of small habitat for them. And then over here we have 2 adult males and 3 adult females of the Bennett's wallaby or redneck wallaby. So we're gonna go for that. How do I spell wallaby? It's W. Of course it is. Voila. B. There, so we're just gonna add a few of each here before we continue. Now I have 18 animals here, so I'm just gonna throw them over there. It's just these small things that I enjoy to do. 9-band armadillo. We do not have a male. Ouch. Sorry, it's just my... I fell off a chair yesterday, and then I landed like with my feet like this. So I broke my big toenail. Really, really much, if you can say it that way, like really low, and it really hurts, and I can't really do anything about it at this point. I just need it to grow out enough so I can remove a part of it. Both wallabies are fine. Then we have the lions over here. We have a lot of those. Then we have our penguins. A lot of those. Then down here we have our Timon and Pumbaa habitat. A lot of warhawk. A fair amount of meerkat. Like, they can wait. But we accidentally have a wallaby over here, so we're just gonna move that home. Then we have the maned wolf. We are only having a female, so we want a male. And then going through the house here, we have the hyena on the other side, which is the striped one. And we need a female here. Striped hyena. There. And then we have the last habitat animal, which is the charcoal, and we have 2 of them. They are what they call infertile, but yeah. Luckily, the exhibit animal are taking care of themselves, which is very much needed. The funny thing here about the building is that the keepers, when they stand in line, they don't understand this wall. So sometimes when I get a lot of animals, the lines go out here. Anyways, we are gonna go in here and are so... Really, I need to know how to pronounce this animal before I record the... what's it called? The voiceover. I really need to learn how to pronounce it, but I never heard anyone talk about this animal before, so it is a little difficult. Gonna drop the koala over here. Few wallabies over here. Yeah, this is also something where when I just need to relax for a minute, I log in and just do this. Either this or fixing traffic in City Skylines. That's my comfy zone. The funny thing is that I'm pretty much only playing relaxing games, but I need to find relaxing elements in these games to relax enough, apparently. I do not like the skylight. I like the skylight from underneath, but from the top here, it really much looks like I made these spider tables that I don't like. So I think it's more because it looks like the spider table that it's a issue. And now please remind me that when we start building in a minute to press record again, because I forgot that last week and it was a kind of frustrating thing. Oh, a platypus. Okay, I need the caretakers to keep up here. Come on, folks. You know how to do this. You have done it a million times before. We have the dolls. Yeah, and it's only after I did upload the video about the doll that I remembered that it's not a Australian animal. It's Southeast Asian. I just thought doll and dingo pretty much the same, but it's not. There are actually quite a few differences between them. Not meaning that one is better, it's just there's differences and it should be acknowledged. Just fasting forward so they can get the fucking animals inside of the habitats. Ooh, we had the maned wolf. I forgot that one. You're going over there. And the striped hyena going over there. And armadillo. Oh, shit. Sorry, it's just when they start slipping on the skin, you can hear the sound, and that sound is horrific. And koala. I think that was all. I'm not sure. I'm just checking. Listening for it again. Yeah, and if you look in the background, you can see I still have the normal main entrance here because I can't really figure out what to do. I think maybe building one either here or here from the big road. Because I think at some time or at some point, even though it's your own backyard, you will kind of want people to not having to walk through your your front yard to get there. Stuff. Work zones, and I made a aquatic work zone. So we're just gonna throw you in here. I'm pretty sure that I threw a lot of keepers in it though. Yeah, we have 3 keepers and 2 habitats, so I guess that's fine. But where are our beasts? Oh, we have one here in the water, and we have one. So clearly we have enough water to deep dive, so that's a good start, I guess. Where's the other? Where is it? Peekaboo. There it is. So yeah, I guess we'll have to walk a little bit to see all of these aquatic animals, but I guess it's fine. Okay, we have 977 square meters of water and 469 of land. I think that fits very well with the split in between, since we need 260 of land and 315 of water. So I think that's a good split in there. We will get a little more of land, a little less of water when we start building. So next thing here is that I want to finish out the house here, which are gonna be very simple. again copied from the saltwater crocodile. Again, spoiler, because that video isn't up yet. I need this to be fixed. Now, down here fixing the water, that's fine. I want a little more, like, softness going on here. So the water maybe goes a little bit inside the house, but not like, it's not the plan that it should. Yeah, don't look at this. It's just because of the way water works in the game. We have the same thing here and there. So then we're gonna... There. And lastly, there, I think that's enough. Turn that around. And the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna control set everything. I just did. Because I forgot to click record. But at least I noticed early. Normally when I do this, it can take me a while to remember. So here it is. Now we should be, yeah, we are recording. Actually, just to make sure that it saved the file right. Going in here, yeah, it is here. Sorry, not an hour, 26 minutes. I actually thought it was way longer than that, but apparently not. But I only been live for an hour, so I guess that makes sense. Oh, just again. I did press record. I did. Anyway. So it will be the same size also that the saltwater crocodile have, I think. Because I think I made... Yeah, they are the same size. And I'm gonna do this one again. Oh, it wasn't there. I needed that and that. That and there. 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 I think that was it. And set to turn it, and there we are. Then again, I'm gonna move the water. You can see here we have the issue because of the path, which I can actually do a little bit about. Not a whole lot, but I can do a little bit about it. So kind of like this. And then I want to soften this up again. Yeah, for me, sometimes I need to do the same thing 1 million times in the same video. Going to path. There. Align to grid, because I know that's how I did this the first time. But of course, it shouldn't be that easy, apparently. Align to grid. This grid. There, there, there. There, and there. Okay, we're just gonna do there, there. It wasn't on purpose with the fence, but it actually looks better. Okay. Thing is, I'm pretty sure for enrichment that it needs the, we need some mud bath for it. And we can do that a few different ways. We could either make it up here, because we know mud bath is one of the things the crocodilians love using to make them actually utilize all of this. But we could also have the underwater feeder up here and then make the mud bath down here. I kind of want this to be a little sandy, beachy area. I'm not sure. Okay, we're gonna try to make it up here. The thing is, though, I'm not sure it will allow us, because as soon as I do this, it will not allow me to place water the same place. So I will need to do this individually. I'm not sure if it will allow me, if this is enough to fix the issue, or if I need to delete the other waters as well. Just gonna... Yeah, it will allow me. That was lucky. Okay, so I want the water in here again. Right. Not here. There. Sometimes I place enrichments first and sometimes foliage, because this is a very big piece of foliage. I want that. So here you can see if I place it this low, it looks like the water automatically filled it. So its question is only how much water I want. I want this amount of water. So I place this here, which then I should be able to remove the water. Going back here, X, and not move X, because I want to place it the same place. And now it did this thing where it lowered it. So when I place the water again, you can see here the water is up here, which I don't want. So now I go back in. Oh shit, that wasn't what I wanted either. I wanted this thingy. To make sure that the water do not get anywhere else. And now I'm just a little too giving with this. I can remove it afterwards. I just want this to appear like a natural muddy place and not something that I built to make it muddy. It comes running for the mud bath, I know. So here I just press in the middle and that will remove some of the... You can see where I have too much. Oh, so I just gonna... I can also use the pole. If I want it to be a little bit more, I'm gonna use the push to get rid of some of all of this down here that I do not want. But I need to be aware that I don't do it too much. Yeah, you can see here, I did it too much. But I think this side doesn't matter. I think I'm gonna fix this side with the stones either way, so it's more over here. I want it to be covered. Going in here, cleaning up a little bit. That was too much. So we're gonna do like this. And now I should be able to add the water. But clearly, I'm not allowed to. So what changed? Pretty much only this thing did. So I'm gonna... What I'm gonna do? Okay, so now I actually have the ground around how I want it. So I'm gonna take this directly up and then see if I can place the water. Still can't, so that wasn't why. Why won't you let me place the water? That's over here the issue. Aha. See if that helps. Not enough, but you can see down here the redness goes through. So that's the issue. And over here it goes weirdly through. So we just gonna do that here too. and see how that works. Once again, we have it covered up here, which I actually like. It wasn't the plan, but I actually like that it is a little muddy area up here. And then we can cover some of it with stones. That would look great. Okay. Then I just click on one of them to see we actually have enough enrichments now. But do we want anything else? I think. Clicking on the toys. We want this one. Always want this one. I'm not sure why I used to be able to place it here. I used to be able to do that, but not anymore. But how far do we need to place it away? Here. But I think I want to place it on a stone. And I actually want these stones. Not exactly this one, but I want this color. To do that. Aqua. So now they're here. And such. I don't want it to angle like that. I just want it to be flat. See here. And I kind of want it so they walk down from up here on this. Can I lift the ground over here just a smidge? No, I can't because of the water, of course. But what I can do is remove the water, of course. Which I'm not sure how will go. Once again, it's not always the perfect way of building things. There. But it allowed me to place the water again, so that part is good. Get rid of that. And now I can place this thingy up here, which I think is, yeah, it's flexi-colored. So click here, color. There, so it probably fits in with the color. I think I want it like that. Then we have a blood scent marker that I'm also gonna hide up here. Try to hide a little bit. I want it to, as much as possible, just look like it was smidged on the big rock and not a thing on its own. I think I'm gonna leave it for now. That was everything like felt like I needed to have. Then we want the feeders, and we're gonna add one feeder here that is deep enough. And one here that is deep enough, and one here. So it's in all three dips. Yeah. But placed close to the guest. Then we have the pumpkin, and I think we're gonna place that down here simply because the keepers would want it to be close. Again, frozen food and reptilians are not a good idea. So would that be enough food enrichment? It seems like it is. So now technically we have done anything we have to do and a little bit more than that. For foliage, we can go with Oceania and Asia. And they live in tropical and aquatic biomes. I like to, when the aquatic biome is added, I like to do that first on its own. However, you cannot give them too much. They will like everything from 0 to 100% coverage. So we are not like terrified about this. I want some of these. Not a lot of zoos use them, but I want them because I think it gives something beautiful to the bottom. And especially because we have that natural like area down here where we have the rocks at the end of the habitat, and I need to cover this glass wall because otherwise we will stress the next animal on that side, and we do not want that. Like that. One thing you could do when you have these, well, technically we have 5 bodies of water here, but it would in reality only be 3. You could make it different water, but because I wanted to get this waterfall in between, it is important for me that we get that working. So maybe we should actually make that part before we do the rest down here. Now we get here, so I press V to make it angled, and then when I found where I want it, I just press it through a little bit to make it look more scarce. And especially a lot of these plants, I'm not too familiar with this specific one, but a lot of them don't like too much light. This one is too big, so we're gonna go with the smaller one. I only do that on this side because it's the only one that actually the other ones have more like a cliff. But I think we're gonna do the walls. Again, I want this color. Press of V, and then I'm gonna add random rotation, but I do not use random rotation all. For those of you who don't know, random rotation only rotate like around. Random rotation all do is on all the axes, which can be really difficult to control. I'm gonna put X here because, as you can see here, we don't want it to go through the wood because it would never do that in real life. But we want it to get close to the wood. So it's gonna be around there. Then I'm just gonna cheat a little bit. If I can find a way to click the water there. There. Just, I can add this again later, but now I can actually see what I'm doing. And again, if this was otters and sea lions on each side or something like that, it wouldn't matter as much to cover this. But because these are big, chunky crocodilians, you do not want to stress all of your animals. It's as simple as that. I do not care too much about back here because no one will see it, and I know when I speed this build up, we will run into issues where you get dizzy when I turn the camera too much around. Or I get dizzy anyway when I edit it. I don't care about the glass. Again, we already have the glass coverage for the wood piece, so it just pulls it a little bit more together. And this is really, it's one of the things I can get really tired of when I build. Also because sometimes I haven't done stones in a while, which were true before the platypus. And I really missed it, so I really wanted to build a lot of stones. But you get tired of it real goddamn fast. Also because it's not like you can... Of course you can beautify it. For instance, here we can go into and change to this one. Because this one have some really nice sides. And then just, you can see here, add. I will, however, only do it on this side of the wall because the other side is in the other habitat. But just to give it some different textures around, we can also do it up here if we want to, a few places. Just to make sure that we don't have one texture all around. And I really love doing it with this one. We can also put this up here and there. Maybe there would look nice. And now the wall already have some nice texture there. Okay. For these pieces, of course, we need the glass to be where we want it. Oh, I just got afraid for that. Again, here they are actually, it seems like it already is covered in the middle now, which would be nice. There. So the way I want, of course, the water to go down here and then down there. I think that's the logical way of doing so. But I do always place the waterfall thingies as the last thing. We have an issue here. You can see we have a conflict. I cannot be allowed to pull this further down than this. And the same with this. So I will need some extra stones to cover that. Unless I want to redo the water and try to figure out what the issue is, which I probably won't figure out, and go back and cover it with stones. And that's just the issue with playing with water in Planet Zoo. Yeah, it's not even something I care to yell about too much because I'm just tired of it. But besides that, it's fine. Just gonna go down here. So I want some massive stones. I'm just gonna change the water here also. And here. And here. Oh, not there. Where are you, water? Can't I click the water? There. And either way, I actually think I want to muddy the water up no matter what. So that part doesn't matter too much. I just want to check if I can. No, I cannot get it any lower than that. Not what I wanted, but it's what I'm gonna get. So here, I think I'm gonna build a wall of stone here and just let the water drizzle out here. Here, I'm not as afraid of getting out because I'm gonna cover it out there anyway. There, nature. I think this one will be good to place here. And I wanted to just be tall enough to actually cover that and not real much else. So it looks nice there. Should I add something there? Thing I can be afraid of is if I accidentally covered that too much. I want this to be here. And I want this to be where the water get out. But I cannot do it with this because this, you can see very clearly that it's dry on the wrong side. So what if I build a wall of these? V. So now it fits in the angle there. I have the random rotation on still. Damn it. Just gonna turn that off. Control X. And it is on purpose here. I want 3 pieces. Just gonna move that out a little bit. There. Because now I can go over here. Oh. Just gonna try that one again. There. Not that. There, there, there. Control X. And then if I swap them a little bit to the side, it doesn't look as intentional. And I want it to stay with, so there will always be this small piece of glass there. I can't really help that. But besides that, I think it looks great. I think so anyway. The other part over here I want to make a little different. And because the guests aren't that close to it, they won't be able to see it as well. So I first gonna build these. I'm gonna lift them up a little bit. If I can, no, I cannot do that, so I can. Something like this. I want them to be underwater, but not too much. Then I want to find the thingies I want to use. It's not full rock. It's not these two. It's not under rocks. I thought it was. There is some nice dead trees around that can be used for this specific thing. Some are better than others, I must say. I think I can write mudded and they will appear, all of them. However, the first thing I actually want to use are not mudded, which are funny, but it is tropical and it's the fallen tree I want. Because it's the biggest dead tree item in the game. Where are you? There. Because it will cover a big chunk. See that? I want it to seem like it fell down from up here. If I place you there, are the glass covered? No, but I can put a plant in there and it will be covered. Then I want it to be like more a little to the side here, so it doesn't seem like it is cut over too much. And then I want the mudded dead trees. There's a lot of these different kind of, and I really like them. It's something you never think you're gonna need for Planet Soup, but when you just get the idea, and these I will use random all on, to just place them in random ways. I want the full idea that over here it is covered by wood, and then it will drizzle out through the wood. So I place a few of these, Just gonna. I don't want you to stand up. Can I please get you to lay down? Well, I could place you a little lower, maybe. Yeah, that looks nice, I think. And you will need a lot of wood to do this, and that's also why I think if you don't have mudded props in your game, you may run into a few issues with this. Something like that. Also have this piece. That. Oh, damn it. There, that's better, I think. And what else do we have of dead trees? This is not a dead tree. What is this? No. Yeah, we have some of these green ones, which I think is good. They are from the exhibit boxes. And then the exhibit prop pack just pulled them out of those boxes. And I think it's genius. And it brings in a lot of color here, which I think is needed in this buzzing. Or in this habitat in general. Something like that. We also have some thinner pieces. And over here, the glass will not be completely covered. Because if you make this too close, I think it will end up looking weird. Like you want it to look like the water can drizzle in between, and you also need it to be in a way where you can actually see the things apart from each other. That it's not one blob of color, that it actually is sticks and stones over here. What else do we have? I think this is... No, that's actually looks great. I thought it was too small. But I really like the color of it. But this one is smaller. We have even smaller. This one maybe. That's also a way to just showcase some things. Profit things. And from here, I think it looks as it should. So it looks like maybe the tree fall down first, and then they would just collect over time when the water goes. And maybe in real life, it would be the keepers every time they find something around the zoo. Maybe just make it a thing to bring it up there. I just need to make sure that I didn't block out the thing. I didn't. Super. Next, we are going up here. Sorry. Gonna change to aquatic once again because I want the same stone once again. Now you can see I have random all on. I won't do that. I want the normal random. So here I'm gonna make them to this height. And then I go in and change to this piece. I love the texture of the top of this piece. It's one of my favorite. I think that is covered. And it just merge in. You can place like 1,000 on these on top of each other. And it's hard to see that it's the same piece. Like that. How does it look from here? Very good. And I actually want to do the same over here, I think. Again, there's no reason to do too much on things that you know your guest won't be able to see. And the back here won't have too much things to it. Yeah. I just forgot we need the water to get through. Okay, so here if I remove this one or lower this one is not probably better. Lower this one. Lower this one. Or just push this one this way. Then here there will be a rift where the water can get through. And if I do the same over here, I don't want like a lot of water coming through. I want these smaller things that will look great, I think. Just jumping over here. However, I would like to push you this way. And a little down. So it can drizzle in there. The same I'm gonna do here. Like that. And then over here, I actually want a bigger thing. So if I pick like a few of these and then pull them down together and push them through here. So now I can add a lot of water here going down. So the water will be a lot here, a little bit there, some here, and a full flow there. I think it's gonna work, guys. I do not promise anything, but I think so. Every time I don't touch the game, I go away from the keyboard. So now the game is in an easy way to cut it when I need to cut it, because I need to drink things. I need to do things while I'm live or while I'm recording. Okay, let's see. Where did we come from? Okay, next thing we need to do is the terrain, and it actually fit, but it doesn't fit with what I want. I want a sandy beach down here. I think I already said that, but I want to. This will be the sandy area. All the way down here also, because they are heavier animals, so they will drag it backwards, forwards here. So I do this, but not completely. So I go in and take the light soil and take the intensity down to 20. And just... It is very little, it changes, but I really like the texture compared to the others. Making it very easy for me to, especially up here, making this, you see, chains going up in intensity to this soil here. And then we're gonna add some rocky rocky bits up here. I think that will be nice. Maybe we should also make this rocky and then again go in and change the intensity to maybe 30 this time, because they would drag the soil up here. We actually need more rocks, so I'm just gonna add them down here where we can't see them. I'm not sure why, but we are missing 1% of rocks, so I'm gonna put down the intensity and let it make some texture here. I think is nice. And now it fits again. Great. For sleeping thingies, I think we're gonna keep them straw. That's my go-to. I honestly think the wood thingy is just seems, what's the right word? It seems like it wouldn't take the weight of this big crocodilian. So we're gonna put in some straw in here. I think that's good. We need some heaters because we are in a temperate biome. I'm not rotation. I'm gonna place this here so it is as further down here as possible. But what I'm doing next is that I'm making it snow. There. I think they go from 13 to Mm. 13 to 42 degrees Celsius, I'm not sure. 12 to 42. Okay, so the cold will become an issue for them. I'm just checking here. Temperature, you can see we need one heater more. The best place to put it in the mud bath. The easy way to put it is back here. Because the guests will not notice. We're gonna place a plant around it or something like that, and it should be completely fine. We also have water heaters around here, which should help also. We can add another one in here, just be safe. And now they shouldn't have any issues. I always do that with the snow on, just to really see the contrast fast. The snow over here is not an issue because they can't really get up there. Okay, nutritions have issues. Well, that's because standard food here in the zoo is bad, but we're just gonna bump that button up. Okay. I just keep checking in my brain what I forgot. Yeah, there was a few things actually that I noticed that I wanted to change. One being this lock. There. That just seems off. Like, I think this looks better. Maybe this too. There and there. Making that up a little bit. Yeah, that looks better. And the same over here where it just didn't look too great. Like, I want them to be off and a little weird looking, but I don't want it to be like really contrasty. Okay, so now I'm pretty sure we came to the... No, we are not done with the stones yet. We are not done with the stones yet. Because we needed to cover some of these. Which is something I'm turning random rotation on. And then we're just gonna cover some of this. Like so. And I really think this is the best stone to do this with. However, compared to the mud bath itself, it would make look good with a warmer toned stone, like a desert stone or savanna stone or something like this. These are very cold tone, but I went with this color stone specifically because of the way it would be in the real world. And we are in a temperate biome, and even though you can find stone of a lot of different colors here in Denmark, it still will make a difference. There. Do we need more stones up back here? Yeah, why not? Gonna continue with this. I'm gonna leave. As you can see here, a little piece of land sticking out there. Just merge the stones in with it. I do not hope that is enough to break the traversable area. No, they can still... Yeah, they can still move freely around. And of course, have all the water been in one basin, they would have had more space. But I like to do things the hard way, apparently. So I'm gonna go in here, take these again. And just Add a few of them like this, and furthermore go down here and take some of these, which I love working with these. I just think they look good. Oh, that shouldn't have been there. It should have been there. And there. Yeah, I like that. Okay, Once again, I just want to remind everyone that I do keep an eye on the chat, so if there's anything people want to mention or contribute or ask about, please feel free to do so. Yeah, I decided that we're gonna do the foliage before we do the water because I cannot redo the water. Asia, Oceanica, and water or aquatic. Let's go up here. I love these, but we did use them a hell of a lot over here, so I'm not sure if I want them to. However, do we have others? Well, we have tropical, so we should have plenty of big trees to put there. So I'm not gonna do that right this minute. I would wish these were higher because I would like them to be like this. But I don't think I can make that work in a good way. Yeah, there's really not a lot. I can use some of these to go down here and just bring in some light in between. Like, not really making a pattern or anything, just making it because it's lighted in the other, so it will break up the darkness of it. I also want plants on top of the water, but I'm not sure which one, and I do not do that before we come to the last. We see from up here, it makes a massive difference, and especially when we make the water a little more blurry, a little more muddy, it will make a giant difference. To have those lighted patch down there. I don't think there's anything else aquatic. I'm gonna add white this minute. Again, tropical. We're gonna start with the trees. Like this one will be beautiful back here, but grassland and aquatic, it wouldn't survive the winter in Denmark, so it doesn't make sense to use. Of the strangler. You have the silky oak, which would look good back here, I think. Not exactly what I wanted. Eucalyptus. These trees are also kind of that, so they would actually look great here. Like some of them were falling in. But I don't think the zoo would keep them then. What have I turned on? Oh, random rotation. Okay. So we have this one, only tropical grassland, tropical. Like smaller plants are not an issue because you can do something to help them out. But big trees that will need help for generations to survive the snow, which is a issue, and it's honestly only seems like this is our only chance here. So I think we're gonna add these. Turn on random rotation. And I'm just gonna place them relatively close to the fence. I'm not gonna do anything here because I'm not sure about the next animal. Add some extras. Like that. And that kind of encapsulated it. But now we don't have anything here. So I will need to go in and add something there because otherwise this looks weird. I don't want that. I do not want that. Is this better? I think these are better. Like, they were just too high compared to everything around them. So if I add these as a front layer, and then I'm not sure if I want the same in the next layer or something taller. How much taller? Or yeah, these are too tall. I'm gonna leave it with one layer of these for now. Like, these can survive, I believe, again, only tropical area, but these would be easier, especially if we place them here close to the water. We have water heater, so that would keep them kind of warm, not completely warm, but partially warm. Same here. And then I just want something in here. Maybe something bigger. No. This one. And then take the smaller one and just puff it up in the bottom. Also want one of the smaller ones over here. And down here. There. Yeah, I want this to be as spare and rocky as possible. Kind of want to use one of these just placed here, but since we have the other one there, I feel like it would be too weird. I have some of these. Again, I'm pretty sure aquatic and tropical, but again, the water is hot, so I'm pretty sure it would help them out. Place two of the big ones here. Then I'm gonna place the middle here. And then I'm gonna just, like, they grew on these, kind of. That would be kind of cool. And maybe place one of them here. Like, I do intend these animals to go, the water animals to go from hot to cold. So the next animal should not be like a tundra animal, but again, I haven't completely decided anything. Okay, we're gonna go to plants. And here we have a few to pick between, but I want these, I think. And I don't want them a lot of places because I feel like everything that's out in the open wouldn't make sense. Because, again, big animals, if I place a plant here, they would kind of just walk over it and drag it along the sand, and it wouldn't survive for long. So I just want these small places where they would be able to grow and just take a little bit of the focus away from the boring stone and bring in a little bit of heat to the area. This one I want to be the small one, basically because, again, closer to the more bare area. Would you be able to watch this over that? I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, you are. Then we're gonna place a few of these. And again here. I think that would look great. Yeah? We are certainly getting somewhere. I kind of want to use these, but I do not feel like I know a good way of doing so. Use some of these. Again, we are still relatively close to the platypus over there, where we have a lot of them. So it would make sense either that they were planted both places, or the fact that they've simply just like the seeds flew in the air and spread this way. That was plant. Then we go to bushes. I don't think there's a lot we're gonna use here. Nope. So we go directly to flowers. This is the same flower as the saltwater crocodile. I'm just gonna go align to water. But I'm pretty sure that if I click aquatic... No, I thought there was another one. But do I want them? I actually do want them. But I want them to be like more placed strategically. They would, however, also help keeping the water just a little bit of clean. So I want them to be like, yeah, again, placed strategically and not just in a big mush. Here we can have a good chunk of them. Again, these are not sporty animals, so they do not run around all over, so it would be more safe for the plants to be up here than they would be down there. So here we can have a bigger mush of them. Yeah. So now I want to do the water. And I want it to be dirty water, but not this dirty. So I want to change the transparency to 1, which is the same as clear water. And I want to change the color to a lighter color. Still in this muddy tone, to be honest. That didn't help. Okay, so I'm gonna go instead to clean water, and then I'm gonna change the transparency to... Normal is 1, which is this one. So if I change it to 8 and then take the color and make it a little... Okay, not that much. Wait, reset. Okay, what did I just do? Clean. Change it down to 0.6. So it's not as transparent anymore. There. I'm gonna make it a little... What just happened? Okay, I still want it to be like this. This color I think is good, but I think it should be just a little more. 0.9, how does that look? We will still be able to see the animals. We cannot see the button though. Okay, we actually need that to make... We need to be at least at 1.1 to do so. Which is kind of weird. Actually gonna turn it a little more up. No, there. Yeah, 1.2 we're gonna end on, and then I think this color is good. Okay, so we're gonna try to do the same here by copying the color and go to 1.2. And it will be easier to see more and more when we get down here. Not because I changed the settings, but because there's not as much water down here as there is in the other end. So maybe I still should change the transparency, because here it's really much. So if I actually go to 1. What if I just go to 1.1, which is the standard, and just stay with the other coloration of it. Because now you can still see all of the green stuff and such, but you cannot see a lot. And then up here, I'm gonna, if I can, again, click the water. There. So now it looks, technically looks more muddy up here than it does down here, but it is a fluid thing. Same color, same trend, it's just because it's deeper up here. So yeah, I think that's good. So we're gonna do the water now, which I'm awful at. Waterfall top, how do you look? I want splash, but I only want splash a few places. So I want it here. X. Oh. I'm just gonna try that one again. X. I do not want random rotation when we do this. Gonna try that again. There. X. Damn it. It's because I hit the stone instead. I think I haven't here. Yeah. But you can see the splash is not where I want it. I want it to be here. There. I think it's better. Also want it to be a little bit lower. There. And I'm gonna add one more over here. And then I'm gonna turn it 45 degrees. Sorry, 90 degrees. Because it will make a splash when you hit the stones. So we're gonna add a few of those over here as well. Where else do we want to splash? We do not want that. We want it drizzling there. We want it drizzling there. We want the splash here. And this is why you will run into issues here, because you cover the things you place. So if you want to change it, you will have to remove the things that covers it. And can you remember afterwards where what is? Something like that. What else do we have? Top murky. I don't want it to be murky because I think murky is more murky than the murky amount I want. Murky top, murky mid, murky. Waterfall mid section. Yeah, we want that the two splashy places. I think. You see here how it looks? So I'm just gonna pull it out here where I want it. And again here, it will be a little discreet because of the way it's built. So I want it to be around here, I think. Maybe higher. Yeah, I want it there. Gonna do the same over here. Midsection. And this time I want it further out because I wanted to run over these stones down here. And this may become an issue. Because then I need them to be out here and I really don't want that. So I'd rather go back and say adding some more splashes. Like this. So it's more like a splash over the water stones than a running over the stones. Something like that. Then we have the button, which I think will place in the right. Yeah, if you align it to water, it's fine. The thing is, though, that you don't want it out here. You kind of want it to be in here. Here it's not. Yeah, we have the little thing down there, but I don't think it's as bad as it could have been. So that's what we're gonna do for that. And we want the waterfall button 5 meters. I'd rather place 2 5 meters than 1 10 meter. Because that allows me to have more control, I think. So, that was those two. Then we have the rapid splash, which could be in the bottom of a waterfall. But I don't think any of the waterfalls I built here is so high, so it makes sense. Could have this, but I don't think it makes sense for this habitat. Jet splash. Jet splash medium. Jet splash. Water jet small. I think that's what I want. There. I do not anymore think that's what I wanted. Nope. What else do I have? Water jet large. Bubbles. Bubbles medium. Bubbles. No. So instead, I think I'm gonna go with waterfall midsection, which I can't get. So I will need to be. I think it needs to be this one, to be honest. And just do it like this. And I don't cover them completely, but it's... Yeah, I think that's the best way to do them. I'd rather just have them drizzling down, though. There, and then we need to do... Haha! And how do we do this? Okay. Yeah. I think this is the best way I can do it. Just try to blend it in there. Maybe we can get something in here. Yeah, I think that's the best way we can do it. I'm not sure though if I want to splash. Bottom. Do we want this? Yeah, I guess we do. There and... X and... want this as much pulled in as possible to not give it too big splash. And then I just have to live with the way it does back there. There. I think that's that for that part. Then we need it to be a little more beautiful out here, which we can do in a few ways. One being that we, of course, need our education straight. So we're gonna use these signs the same way as I did with this old water crocodile. And Control D. We'll of course need it in this end also, but I'm not sure if we need it in other places too. There. Like, wouldn't it be nice to have like a midway sign? I think it would be nice, right? Let's just have that. Yeah, I think so. Okay, then we of course need this part, which I think I would like to have up here. Great. Then we need some of these, of course. Oh, it's because it's uneven there. And we want one there, and some trash cans. Again, just copied from what I had before. There. I think that's what I want up there, because I don't want people having issues going backwards and forwards up there. Then we need... And this is basically because I want this. We are still in the same general area of the world. Where's the thingy I'm looking at? There. Yeah, I have V turned on. And this is also why the stone aren't an issue back here. And I do think that this actually pulls the... Like, this is a natural stop. You can clearly see that there's nothing else. I'm not gonna do the rest there. Just gonna try that again. Yeah, that helped. There. See, here we come in issues where it's not that tall, but I think it's still gonna work. Just gonna... turn it a bit there. It's okay, you can see the wood underneath. I just want it to be like a big chunk of wood. You can only see the wood. I think this works perfectly fine as I want it to anyway. Kind of. Here, I just gonna... I'm not sure if you can see this when I do it on the speed build. I hold down Shift, because now it is equal to where I want it to be equal, so I can go in here because it already think I set the height. You don't need to do a lot to do it. You just go in and hold set for a second or something like that, and it works. And then I think we have some smaller of these. Sure. Where are they? Yeah, here. I have something smaller. Just to make it fill up a little more here. I'm pretty sure yeah, it's the blue one, so it's the one that will take this habitat also. I figured out that if you make the tours too long, then you will have issues with the happiness of your workers. Like I saw a educator just leave a tour. Like they had a midway point on at the inn, and he just left. Like it didn't go back from when the break was over or anything like that. Just, well, I don't care. The rest of the tour you can do yourself. Which wasn't like perfect, I think. I love these pinkish purplish colors, but I'm pretty sure that if you follow any of my channels, you are pretty much aware of that. Something like that. And then I want the small flowers that I have down here. Once again, just doing the shift button thing. And it's not a big thing. It's just these small details down here that I add in. And not all places, but just the places where there's a little bit better. Yes. Then I want something that is very European. Because I want trees that looks like they were born here naturally like 100 years ago. To cover the back part here. These could be not as big as I want them. These could be, what are those? Black poplar tree. Not a tree I know. Ash. Fit very much with these, but not with these. Not tall enough. We could go with these. These are very famous in these areas of the world. Not necessarily that one, but a lot of things are like it. Oh, the middle size of these actually. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with them. So I press not V. That wasn't what I wanted. I press this, so now you can see it goes up and down. If I only did that, now you can see that down. So now they do. And I want them to give this natural height difference. And I will probably need to work around it with the backstage area a little bit, but I just need that to be pulled together. Yeah, it looks much nicer like this. I really like that you can actually see them over there. I think that will look great when we get around the corner here. So yeah, I'm just thinking, I know I forgot something. I always forget something. But besides what I forgot, I think we are here. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna go up here and activate breeding. I always turn that out with a build, because otherwise I have inbreeding and everything going on afterwards. And that's also why we don't have any babies in here yet. It takes me longer to record because I now need to wait for the babies to get here. But besides that, I do like all of the life in the water. I just want babies to be all around. But besides that, I think it's great. I did actually intend to... I can just go in and stop the recording here, I think. There's no reason to keep recording right now. Yeah. Need to be on this one. Yeah, I did actually intend to go in and record the cinematics now, but the cinematics takes about 45 minutes to shoot, and that's after I have all of the kits I want. Can of course fast forward here, but that's a longer process, and I do not think any of you guys are really like, I have to see them. So I don't think I'm gonna do them here. I think I actually gonna there. That's me. Hey guys, I'm here today. Yay! Anyway, guys, I'm pretty sure that that's all I wanted to really wanted to show you today. Again, Speedbuild will be up with all of the cinematics, the intro, the outro, and the voiceover, of course. It will be that in on Saturday, unless something goes completely wrong, which it shouldn't. But I think that's pretty much the plan at this point. Yeah. I really hope you enjoyed it, guys, and I really hope you want to tune in another day. On Sunday, we have Relaxing Sunday, where I play Let's Go Eevee, and next Tuesday, everyone who pre-ordered the Hogwarts Legacy game will have exits to it early, and that includes me, so we're gonna play it there. And besides that, please tell me if you want me to make more of these, like, in-depth how I make my speed build. I don't intend to show the recording part every time. I just want it because it's the first time to tell you why I'm so confused today. So yeah, guys, as always, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification so you know the next time I upload a video. Really hope to see you again at the end comes below or in the next video. Bye, guys.